Today on Joe's Geek Show, we've got some boxes and packages to open. What's going on, and welcome to Joe's Geek Show, the video series where we talk comics. And before we get started, if you're new and like to support the channel, you can do so by hitting that like button, clicking that subscribe button, and sharing. And with that, so a whole bunch of stuff came in one day. I mean, you know, it's the holiday season. You order some packages because some sales happen, and sometimes they take a little longer to get to you, but when they do show up and arrive, you are so excited because it's a nice stack of, you know, books to look at and whatnot. So you're gonna do this in no particular order. We're just gonna dig in. We're gonna start with this one right here. It's from Amazon. I'm actually a little scared because it's, you know, in a paper bag. I've actually really disliked Amazon as of late, just due to the fact that I've been getting a lot of trade paperbacks and plastic bags, and sometimes the books are just so beat up that there's been like one or two occasions lately where I've actually had to send them back. It's like past the point of new status. But let's go ahead and see how these ones came out. It's 3 books, so hopefully they're not too bad. Hopefully they kind of protected each other a little bit. All right, so first one here, got the Flash, the 3rd volume in the Joshua Williamson DC Rebirth. Let's see, and we got this one right here. We get volume 6 in the same area. Cold Day in Hell. Looks like, yeah, that one got a little beat up at the end a little bit. Spine's intact, so it's readable. They don't need to be perfect. Volume number 10. Here we go. Force Quest. Also from the Joshua Williamson The Flash. I'm trying to get all these because I want all the trades to The Flash. I mean, I have the entire Joshua Williamson run in singles, but I don't always want to have to get into my singles in order to read these stories. So I figured trades are the best way to go, and you know, I've got all of the Mark Waid stuff, Jeff Johns stuff, you know, the New 52 stuff from Francis Manapul, Brian Buccellato, the whole 9. So, and that completes the first package. So then we got this one. This one actually feels like it's nicely packaged. There we go. Alright. Oh, yeah. It's always nice. It's always nice when I open up a package and, you know, the comics are in these bad boys right here. Oh, that's so nice. Always and forever. Careful, don't want to cut the comic. Alright. Let's see which ones we got in here. Nice plastic packaging on top of that. Oh, these look great. Volume 13, Rogue's Reign. Look at that. Yeah, these came in great shape. Yeah, seems the closer I get to the newer ones, the better shape they show up in. Oh, and Volume 11, Greatest Trick of All, cut down by the Trickster. And last we got the big boy here. This is my whole list from AJ's Comics in Colchester, Connecticut. And this is sadly the last box I will be getting, because after speaking to the guy who runs the shop, he's gonna be, you know, closing up. It's kind of sad because I trust that shop. Let's see what goodies are in the box. Because sometimes I forget what I get half the time. Okay, so well packaged as always. So first things first. Ooh, careful now. Extra envelope. I think I know what this is. Let's go ahead and open that up. It is Area 51, the Helix Project, issue number 5. Yeah, this is the comic book series that my buddy Trevor is doing. Actually, issue 6 is about to be hitting Kickstarter soon, and I'm very excited to get that 6th issue because my buddy, he's writing a really good sci-fi series here. I even signed it, Joey thanks for having the faith. Or thanks for the faith. Yeah, of course. Area 51 logo designed by yours truly. It's like a double win for me to a degree, you know. It's a cool comic with my logo on it. And of course, you know, he's gotta have those additional covers. Love this cover. Both covers are actually really nice. It was this one. Oh, quote from your That's Newsstand. Fresh, unique, and my favorite indie comic out right now. This book pulls at your heartstrings and stirs the action to a point that you cannot put it down. An absolute must read. And I'm gonna agree with that. I do agree with that. Like, I keep badgering him at some point. It's like, when are you going to produce this in a trade? Because it's something that I need to have on my shelf. Like, it's a series that's just that good. And of course, he sends another beautiful, beautiful art print. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. I love the shimmer shine. Really brings out the color and, you know, also the grossness of it. You know, so we're like a body horror thing going on. And if you read, like, if you actually get in and you read the book, you'll see that there's, you know, especially in the latter half of the series, definitely a lot of body horror going on. And then he also said I need to be on the lookout for it. There it is. Oh my gosh. It's a little pin. Area 51, the Helix Project. Oh my gosh. That's so... Yeah, actually, you know, represent. Thanks a lot again, Trevor. I really appreciate it. Again, it's a series that I am enjoying immensely, you know, and I've had the pleasure of, you know, getting some behind the scenes stuff of the next issue. And I'm telling y'all, if you have not, you know, seen this book, you definitely need to go out and check it out. It's amazing. It really is. It's definitely a type of book that solidifies why the indie market is so important because, you know, as much as we all love the traditional big two, you know, superhero comics, the indies is where the fresh ideas are always going to be. So let's go ahead and reach in. Let's see what we got first. We got a lot. I mean, singles. Let's get those single books out first. Yeah. Packaged in cardboard, again, always a good thing. If you ever send comic books, trades, anything through the mail, for the love of God, please package them properly. As I would basically say, don't be an Amazon. Ooh, God, quite a bit here. All right, have you seen enough Flash today? No, you definitely haven't, because we've got the Flash issue 783, 784, yep, 785, 786, 787. I just love these alternate covers too. Oh my gosh, they're so nice. 788 and oh yes, the Flash 2022 annual Love on the Run. And I have reviewed every single issue of this. So you know, definitely go check those out. I have a nice Flash Volume 5 playlist that you can all check out if you want my sort of opinions and takes, if you will, on these Flash books, because, you know, I'm a huge Flash fan, so I like talking about the Flash. So I've probably done more Flash content than any other kind of superhero on this channel. And then we've got issue number 5 to Godzilla versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, another series that I've covered every single issue of, because I mean, there's only 5 issues. But regardless, this has been a really super fun story, and like, this is one of those few comics where I picked up the singles, I picked up the digitals, and I ordered the trade. So at some point that too is going to show up on my doorstep. And last of the singles, but certainly not least, The Last Shadowhawk. Now, this one took me by surprise because I did not know there was going to be another Shadowhawk comic. I am actually a huge Shadowhawk fan. I mean, among the early Image characters, I mean, I know a lot of people loved Spawn, Savage Dragon, Wildcats and whatnot, but for some reason I just kind of latched on to Shadowhawk. You know, he was like that pseudo gritty Punisher meets Batman type of, you know, vigilante character and stuff, you know, who's just going out and breaking the backs of the bad guys. And it was just a fun read. I mean, you're definitely like other comic book series, been ups and downs in the storytelling. It's kind of like sometimes a little bit of an identity crisis of sorts of what this character is supposed to be. Is he supposed to be, you know, just street level vigilante? Is there a supernatural aspect to it? I mean, there is now, but regardless, it's still nice to finally see another Shadowhawk comic after all of these years, because I believe the last one that I got was in like 2010. Which was the return of Paul Johnstone. So I definitely look forward to seeing what comes out of this comic right here. Very excited. Racking up a mess too. Okay, so last bits, just some good old trade paperbacks. What do we got? First off, we got Bloodstained Teeth. Now, this is a book that two of my buddies back in Alaska have just been absolutely raving about, you know, because they like horror comics. I like horror comics, but sometimes, you know, I don't step out of the traditional superhero genre enough to really give some of these other comic books a shot. Like, only recently did I try things like Gideon Falls and whatnot. So I thought, you know what, I'll go ahead, I'll give this book a try, because, you know, it's vampires, I like vampires. And, you know, it's Image, and what's the worst that could happen? If it's good, great. If it's not, oh well. I'm still gonna give it a shot. And now we've got the Infinity Gauntlet. Yes, this is a book that I have always wanted in my collection, but I have never actually gotten it before, because I think most of the times I've seen it, especially around, you know, the height of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, just prior to like Infinity War itself. You know, some stores I was walking to was jacking up the prices on these books. That's not favorable, but still, yeah, the condition in these, I mean, they're packaged well, so they're very good. And I don't have Infinity Gauntlet in singles. I've got Infinity War and Infinity Crusade in singles, but, you know, I missed this one. So, you know, and this is actually one of those books I've only ever read in bits and pieces as well. So I'm actually really excited to finally delve into the full thing, you know, and that's what I like about, you know, trade paperbacks and omnis and stuff like that, is it gives me the chance to hit stories that I potentially missed within like a giant arc, or just, you know, even a single issue by itself. You know, I mean, when I was going through like Jeff Johns' Flash Volume 1, there was a couple stories in there where I'm like, oh, I actually never read that before, so it was a pleasant surprise. And the last book on this list is the complete Doomsday Clock story. This nicely written by Jeff Johns and drawn by Gary Frank, and I just love the way Gary Frank draws characters in this. I mean, particularly, I've always loved the way Gary Frank particularly draws Superman. So we've got our nice, you know, I guess you could call it sequel to Watchmen, and it's one of those stories, actually funny enough, that while I was reading it by itself, like as the singles were coming out, I did not like it. I mean, as you know, as I was reading it issue by issue, I just kept telling myself, I was like, this is nothing. I'm not into this. This is actually, you know, kind of bad. And then I think part of the problem too was the fact that the delays on those single issues were just a lot. I mean, you'd get a couple issues, then you'd go months and months and months without any kind of follow-up, and then finally one would hit, and maybe another couple months would pass by. It was a crazy time, for sure. But then after the entire series was released, I sat down, I read it issue by issue, like just in one sit, and I'm like, you know what? I was wrong. I actually really like this. So I had to pick it up. Doomsday Clock, the complete edition. Especially get that clock with Superman logo on it. That's always nice. There you go, Batman getting a little something through the side of his mouth. That's always fun to look at, right? And that completes my haul for comics and trade paperbacks. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you have any of these? Do you have all of these? Is there anything else I should maybe look at getting? I don't know. Throw some suggestions down in the comment section for indie horror comics. There we go. Throw me some indie horror comics down in the comment section, ones you've liked. And as always, thanks for watching. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with some friends, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and ring that notification bell for more comic book content. And if you're wondering what to watch next, consider one of these 2 videos. Alright, take care, have a great day, and as always, stay geeky.